through quickly. It's nothing, it's no rocket science in bait. It's extremely easy. It's obviously just straight maize, as you can see there. Just you get like a bucket full of maize, and then all I've got on here is just like, again, it doesn't really matter, but this is like a 6 bean tin, you know, like for a buck. And I put like 3 tins in each bucket of maize, and then I do 2 the big cream style corns that's all mashed up and mucky, and that, put that in with the water, slush it all together, so it's a sloppy mix. Obviously soak the maize up first, it takes about 3 days, and then mix all this together, and then I use the syrup mainline, and I put about 1/3 of that in each bucket, just to give it a nice little bit of a tasting. I mean, it smells good as well, but obviously, you know, with all this stuff in there, it's a good mixture together. And then once the bucket's full, all pre-soaked and done, and it's all soaked in, then what I like to do, stick it in the freezer. I've got a chest freezer, and I just put them in the freezer, freeze them solid for a couple of weeks. It doesn't matter if it's 2 or 3 days, but I normally will prepare it, and then I freeze them solid. And then when you take them out and they defrost, they seem to mash up even more, and all the chickpeas and the beans and stuff start breaking down and go mushy on you. So you've got a good soupy mix as you put it out. So all the bits drop down, there's heavy stuff, lighter stuff, which obviously, depending on the bottom that you're fishing in, it's nice to have a mixture of weights on the bottom as well to see how they're feeding. And then what I found last time, 4 weeks ago at Mirror Lake, that we used the mainline IBs. I believe these are the 18 mils IB mainline. Again, you know, I don't think it extremely matters what bait you got, as long as it's a decent bait and a very good attraction. But this is like ace. Anywhere you go new, this really does work. Right guys, we're at Mirror Lake, day 1. I just got here, rods are still not out, as you can see. Just got the tackle out. Last night went out about 5:30 in the evening, stuck out 10 key bait mixed with, obviously you can see on the video, mixed with the chickpeas and stuff, and about 1 kilo of boilies went out, mixed in with it as well, chopped boilies. So 2 markers, one's in 26, one's in 24. We've changed spot. This is the deeper end of the lake. The water's quite cold. I'll check the water temperature a little bit later. But quite a few fish shown on the Echo, right low down in the about 22 to 24 feet of water. Seen nothing jump this morning, but let's get the rods out and see if we can put some fish on vid. So I'm signing off. This is day 1. There we go. It wasn't a big one, but it's a welcoming first bite out of Mirror Lake. It's only mid-double, 15 maybe 16 pound, but look at that, never been caught. Hopefully there's a few more out there. Alright guys, still day 1, about 4 hours in, seen 4 jump, only sort of mid-doubles is what I could see. So I was hoping at the deeper end there'd be a lot less fish, but chance of bigger fish. I put bigger pop-ups on and sparsed the bait a little bit less than I normally did, like 4 weeks ago when we bagged up. We had 33 fish, 29 pound. So the plan was to only get 1 or 2 or 3 runs if I'm lucky in a day, and hopefully one of them is an half decent fish for you. But only had the 1 run, so I can't judge on what's up this end yet. But the ones we've seen jump are only been small, so there's a hell of a lot of doubles in here. You just got to be lucky to get through them, get amongst the 30 whatever pluses. But this river, this lake, Mirror Lake, is very unfished, and no one really knows what's in here. I mean, they're all Israeli mirrors that have been stocked here well over 35 years ago. So we don't know what's in here. I mean, I'm not sure on the Israeli strain how big they actually grow in Israel itself, so I'm not sure. But yeah, so we're on the £29. I know 34s, I think, about the biggest that we know of. But so not a lot of people fish it. You only maybe 10 people fish it for 10 days in a whole year. Well, there we go. I was filming earlier about the small one, and look at that. In the background you heard the tape go. It railed off. Close in rod, 26 feet, and the sun shining. It's a PB, as far as I know, it's a PB Mirror Lake and PB for me, Canadian mirror. It's £37. She is one big fat dollop. Look at her. It took me probably 80 yards down the bank. It moved so slow. It was only for 65 yards out in 26 feet of water. £37 Mirror Lake, Canada. And it's my PB for the lake, and it's a PB for me, for Canada. Look at that mirror. That's what we're here for, just one of these. And it's only on day one. Woohoo, look at that beast. 2 runs, 2 landed, which is good. Lucky enough, one of them's a extremely big mirror for Canada. Even though in Europe, £37 is a nice fish, but there's a lot of them, but Canada, pretty rare. So I'm well made up for that. So you can see the water's down behind me, look, the water's down like 6, maybe 7 feet. Yeah, that's what the terrain is like. It's full of rocks out there. It's very hard to play the fish. I was using 1 3/4 ounce method feeders, so I can basically, once the method comes off its light, I can play the fish, or I can reel in over the leads, over the rocks and stuff. But the wind's dropped now, but the wind really picked up, and they weren't holding bottom, they were dragging, so I've gone back to 4.5 ounce leads. But yeah, nothing's really showing. And the last time I was here 4 weeks ago, we didn't get no bites after about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was just dead for some reason. They just don't seem to like the afternoon. So we're out of the feeding spell now. So if we get anything now, it'll be a bonus. But I'm happy with 2 fish. I mean, I had 2 fish the first day when I come 4 weeks ago. So I'm sort of matching it just with a right decent mirror. So yeah, bait up again today. Rain tomorrow apparently, and very heavy winds, 30 odd k, 35k winds. So hopefully it's fishable, because we've got to go out in the boat and stuff. And hope we can get amongst them in the deep water again. Might have to drag the markers a little bit closer if I've got that side wind, because it's a southeasterly, I think southeasterly wind, which is basically going to be side on. It's going to rip the line sideways. So that's the weather tomorrow anyway. So I'll sign off now, and I'll be back if I get a fish, or if Lisa gets a fish. She's on the rods now, and if we get another fish, I'll be back. If not, I'll see you on day 2. Morning guys. Yeah, this is day 3. Yesterday, as we was packing up, we lost 2, we hooked 2. One felt a decent fish, both cut-offs. The terrain here is unreal with the rocks and stuff. We're on 80-pound braid shot leaders, and they're just cutting them. So it's very hard to fish this place. So yeah, it's a lot colder. It was 0 this morning. Water temperatures dropped 3.5 degrees in 2 days. It's 52 degrees now in the water. So it's dropping really, really down, and the fish are not jumping as much as they were on day 1. Yeah, so what we've done, we just put boilies out. No particles and stuff. We just put 3/4 kilo of mainline boilies out, and just to see if we can just nick the odd fit. I don't think they're feeding that well now. I think they're starting to shut down for the winter. Yeah, so you know, we can just, all we can do is put time in but it's extremely slow. So we've only had three carp takes, and we had a cat halfway in and it fell off anyway, but it was a cat. But we had 3 carp takes, 2 on the bank, a 15 and a 37, and the other one felt good fish, got it halfway but just cut me, so that fell off. But other than that, very, very slow. But that's the plan, is to put boilies out, fish in the deep water, get the odd take, slow it down a bit and get the lonely big fish, and it's paid off. But it's a little bit slower than I thought it would be, but all we can do is put time in and see if we can nick another half decent 20 out or something. So hopefully I'll sign in a little bit later and with a fish, hopefully, on day 3. Day 3, first take, been out probably 2.5 hours or so. It's freezing cold. Another 32 pound 8 ounce. Look at that. I had to go out in a boat and get her. She snagged me out some rocks and I wasn't going to lose another fish. 32 pound 8 and a 37 and a 15 pounder and lost one. Look at that. Mirror Lake. Look at that. Woohoo! Mirror Lake, 2 at once. Get on the main line. There we go, we had a little quiet spell, and then this one rattles off 20-25 pound, and we just lost one that felt half decent, but it just don't pull for no reason, just don't pull middle of nowhere.
23 pounds.
It's the last day, it's welcoming fish. Hopefully there's another 1 or 2 before we wrap up our session at Mirror Lake. But there you go, hope you enjoyed the video, boys. Subscribe down below, keep up to date with us. All the videos on Canada, St. Lawrence River with Canadian Carpin Holidays. Come and check us out. CanadianCarpin.com